it would not let me log onto my own video, so I had to create another one real quick. And microphone or anything. So here we go. My wife's gonna send over the link in a few moments. All right, she's gonna send over a link on Facebook real quick, and that way everybody can have it. But my YouTube went crazy today, and it didn't let me do anything I wanted to. So go to, I'm talking to my wife real quick. So go to my videos, not that one, not that one. Go back to my live videos. There you go. Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry about the delay. So if you can take that link, Solange, and send it over to the guest, that'd be great. All right. So my counter is full today of so many ingredients. I don't know if you can see how many ingredients I have here, but let me show you what's going on here. All right, so I've got ingredients out the wazoo for this. The ingredients for the dressing, my noodles, salad. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're going to go ahead and get into this really quick so we can get this going, okay? So I'm happy to be back. It's been a few days, a few weeks, a little over a month actually. So thank you for your patience. I had to go take care of some personal stuff. I had to try to get myself a little healthier. I got myself a little healthier, which is nice. I finally, after working years and years in hospitality, I finally decided to concentrate on myself a little bit and focus on myself. I've been putting my health off for too long, and as you can see, I've lost a little bit of weight too. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the fire, get my water boiling real quick. So I'll start making my noodles, get the water boiling. All right, there we go. Get the water boiling with everything. So now if the camera's moving. So goodness, thank you so for all your patience tonight. Thank you. All right, so let's get into this. So tonight, if you saw on the channel originally, you'll see on the Thai noodle salad that we're making tonight. This is just a really good summertime dish that's really great for going out there. Hey, what are we cooking, Baz? So what we're cooking, my wife's going to take care of the comments and answer it for you on her side. But what we're going to be cooking is Thai noodle salad tonight, and with a little bit of shrimp. And so I'm excited to cook this because it's a really good summertime dish, really fun to cook, simple and light, and just really enjoyable. All right, so what we're going to start off with, we're going to start off with some Thai noodle salad here. And in the salad ingredients, I don't know if you liked it, but in the original comments that I put in there, I put a full Walmart shopping list, so you just click and just buy the entire thing. So hopefully that works out really well for you. I see Josangela is online here too as well. Got a couple people here sitting with us at the same time. All right, so what I've started in my hot water here, I've got water boiling over here. So we're about to start our vermicelli noodles, or our rice noodles. And then we're going to I've got a pound of shrimp here. What I like to do with my shrimp, I always talk about a pound. If you look at the bag of shrimp, when you get shrimp and it says 15, 20, 25, 30, 20, 30, whatever that means, that roughly means 20 to 30 per pound, or 15 shrimp, or 15 to 20 shrimp per pound. So that's what that means through everything for that. So we're going to, once I get the noodles cooked, and we're going to start from there. But it is summertime here in Texas, and it's been really nice to get out there and just really get some fresh ingredients, some fresh cilantro from the garden, some fresh mint from the garden. Look at that. It's just amazing. Some fresh basil as well. And from the backyard. And I wish this was from the backyard, but it's not. But our everything else is, which is really nice. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and start doing here, we're going to go ahead and start boiling the noodles, okay? So I already have the water. The water's already boiling over here. Oh, my camera doesn't want to follow me. So water's already boiling, so I'm going to toss these in. toss the vermicelli noodles in real quick.
We have a special guest watching us today. It's Mia Zurael.
Mia's online with us. Hey, Mia, how are you?
Yes, so she's watching.
Thank you for
today.
joining us tonight. Happy to have you. So, got the noodles boiling right over here. Let me see if I can show you what's going on here. The water was boiling, but now it's not. And so let me pull out my. All right, so I'm getting everything stirred over here, and then we're gonna move over, get my noodles woken up a little bit, and put a lid on it so it actually gets boiling a little bit faster. All right, the cool thing is, so while that's boiling, we're gonna actually kind of go in. We're gonna kind of go in reverse here, and we're gonna actually start on the dressing first, and then from the dressing, we're then gonna go into our salad at that point. Okay. So for the dressing, we have some fresh limes, some fresh garlic, Thai peppers right out of the garden, and these things will wake you up. Oh my gosh, they're hot. We have some fresh peanut butter, some organic peanut butter here, some hoisin sauce, and some sesame oil already pre-mixed, fish sauce, and some more sesame oil right here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get going. So I'm gonna start off with a bowl. And as you all know, if you follow me a couple of times here, I like to make everything in one bowl. I like to make everything in one bowl as much as possible just to keep things a little bit cleaner. So what we're going to do, we're going to start here with the Thai chili. We're going to start here with a really thin Thai chili. And the cool thing about this Thai chili, and I do this when I'm making guacamole as well. When I'm making guacamole, I take my chilies, whether it's a habanero or if I do a jalapeno or any kind of pepper for my guacamole, I'll go ahead and take that and I'll chop that up. And yes, I am going to use 2 of these peppers, or actually 1.5, because they are screaming hot. And I actually want my son to enjoy this. All right, so got a pepper there. And now we're going to take a couple limes, give them a quick little roll, and push down on the limes a little bit. And we're going to roll some limes. And when you roll a lime, what that does, that increases the juice. It helps the juice come out a little bit. All right, so we're going to start off with about 3 limes here. Actually, these limes look a little not the best, so I'm going to go ahead and do 4. And this is one of the only tools in the kitchen that I like to use. Use one for, I don't know. I like to use multi tools in the kitchen. Having tools for just one specialized purpose, and almost every chef I know just thinks it's such a waste to have one tool for one thing and one thing only. However, for a citrus juicer, I have to say this is one of those things that just come in handy. So where's everybody joining from tonight? Anybody? Sandra, where do we have people coming from tonight?
I have Mia Zurael.
Where's she?
She is in Colorado right now.
Colorado. Love Colorado.
And I do have the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter?
Who is that?
I don't know.
What are we cooking today?
Yeah, right on. All right. And so for what we have here, we have our juice. And what the juice is, if you take your juice and you take the pepper at the same time here, what you'll do is that juice, the pepper will start infusing into the juice. Okay. Check on my noodles real quick. Noodles are almost done. In fact, they are done. Let me just test one. Noodles are almost done. I'm gonna give them a few more seconds. Okay. And then from here, what we're going to do, we're going to start on this. Oh my gosh, I'm not used to having so many ingredients in front of me. That's just, I feel like I'm cluttered right now because I usually just put it in and move to the, I feel like I just put it in right now. I just kind of feel stressed for some reason because I've got a little PTSD here. And so for me to get in there, just sometimes things just feel overwhelming for me. So, but that's why actually I love to cook, because it kind of gets there for me. And yes, I just told everybody I have PTSD. So didn't know, wouldn't think I was going to tell everybody that. All right. So now, too late now. All right. So what we have here, we have our Thai, we have our large limes, right? We're going to move everything in here. Okay. And now we're going to take a smooth peanut butter here. I'll put right here. Have my smooth peanut butter here. Okay. Then we have our hoisin sauce. Where did I put that? Got my hoisin sauce right here. Actually, that hoisin sauce, I think I used that one for the, yeah. Got the hoisin sauce right here. And the sesame oil is already in here as well. And plus, I'm kind of out of sorts a little bit, because I've been away from this for a few, just taking care of me, but I'm okay with that now. All right, so now we're going to take some garlic. All right, what I like to do with my garlic here, and I talk about grated garlic, right? Got a little microplane here, and I got it for Father's Day, and I love this thing. So just take some your garlic in your microplane. I'm gonna put it in here. All right. Get some fresh garlic in here. And one more. I put 3. I like to put 2 to 3 in here. Okay. So look at all that great garlic in here. Clean all that off. Clean all that fresh garlic out of there.
We love this too, right?
Yeah, microplane's fantastic.
Must have in the kitchen too.
I agree. All right. So now we got that, and now we're going to show you. I could have done this before, but I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you a little bit about the ginger. So many people take the knife and try to chop it up, but if you just take a spoon, you peel your ginger with a spoon. Just peel your ginger with a spoon. That's it right there. It's one of those little tricks. So you don't need a peeler. You don't, because as you see, it's really rough to get around, right? So we're just going to peel it with our spoon, because ginger skin is so fine, so thin, it all comes off with just that. All right. So now I have my nub of ginger, and then I'm going to also go in here with that as well. So I hope you like the idea of the Walmart shopping list. I'm trying to connect with Walmart, and I signed up for their affiliate link, but I don't make any money off anything right now, but hopefully one day I will for the affiliate. But right now I don't, but I thought it was easier for you all if I could just do one full list. All right, I see you have 5 people in the chat still. That's fantastic. All right, so we have our ginger already in here as well. Okay, and now I need to pause this for a second, because I'm going to go over and I'm going to take my noodles out. Take my noodles here. Our rice noodles. Interesting thing about rice noodles, once you have those out, hit it with cold water immediately. When you hit your rice noodles with the cold water immediately. Toss them in there and get the rinse them out, because you want them to stop cooking. And remember, this is also a cold noodle salad. So I've got my rice noodles, and talk about a simple dish here. So I want everybody's feedback a little bit later about some of this. I want everybody's feedback a little bit later on some of the questions, if you don't mind. If you prefer for me to cook it with you like this, or if you prefer for me to go through and have everything just kind of pre-measured out. I think this is more personable if you think about it. So, all right. So we got our ginger in there. Okay. And now from after that, let me see here. All right, ginger. And we have our sugar here. A little bit of sugar in there. Very few times I add sugar to my food. However, sugar is needed sometimes, right? We all like sugar. Okay. There we go. I already have my sesame oil. Now I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here as well. Okay. And then a tablespoon of fish sauce. Now, some people love fish sauce. Some people hate it. I absolutely love fish sauce. I like the pungent aroma and flavor depth that it gives to a dish. Usually it gives you that little je ne sais quoi. Gives you a little je ne sais quoi. Like you sit back and say, what is in this dish? Why is this going like this? Did you share the link on Facebook? Yeah. All right, so here we go. Got the salad dressing here. Got a little splash. And if you find that yours is coming up a little bit thick because your peanut butter just came a little too thick or whatever, you can always add just a touch of water to this just to thin it out a little bit. All right. So I'll take it back to my spoon. That's good. And believe it or not, it's not as hot as I thought it would be, so I'm going to toss in another one of these Thai chilies. Bam. Wow. Not trying to steal Emerald's bam. My bad, Emerald. But hey, Emerald, I did watch you for so many years, and if you happen to run across my video, that's awesome. So I'd be proud if you run across my video one day, Emerald. All right. So now, what we have here, I'm going to clean up my mess here a little bit. Clean that up. All right. So here we go. And so now I'm going to take my shrimp, put a little salt on my shrimp. I'm going to turn on the pan real quick. Got my handy cast iron, and while the cast iron is heating up, I'm going to take a little bit of my sea salt here.
So Rosangela asked a question.
Yeah.
Can we request a recipe for a live?
Yes. In fact, what I like to do is before I usually send it on my little Facebook group, and I send it out and say, hey, if you like something special, please let me know. But I would love for you to request something on live. All right.
Rosangela asked, what is the apron?
Who asked me that?
Rosangela, where is the apron?
Where's my apron? Oh, my apron. All right, so what you see here is my shrimp are very wet. So I'm going to go ahead and just dry them off a little bit, because if not, I will have splatters everywhere. And maybe it's a good idea if I go put on that apron so I don't ruin this nice shirt of mine. Even though all my clothes don't fit me right now. All right, so I'm gonna take Rosangela's idea, and I'm gonna get out my apron. All right. I got my little hippie apron here. I love it. A little stuck here. Doesn't want to follow me. My camera is funky. But I've got new cameras and stuff on order. What a day, huh?
So Rosangela is asking a question.
Please do.
What could be substitute for the sesame and peanuts? Because her son Matthew is allergic to both.
What about, are you allergic to peanuts and sesame? What about, let me see, what else could you be allergic to here? Sesame and peanuts. Let's see. For sesame, you can omit sesame altogether. It's just a flavor profile. And for peanuts, feel free. You can put in almond butter. I don't know if he's allergic to almond butter. You can put in almond. It's not the same flavor profile as peanuts. However, that that's what you need to do, that's what you can do. But almonds, I don't know. Is Matthew allergic to almonds as well?
I'm not sure.
All right, so I don't want to be rude and put my back to you real quick, so let me move you over here a little bit. All right, so put my shrimp in the pan here. Just gonna splatter a little bit because the shrimp are still damp. I think it's gonna be over here better. How's that, better? All right, so what you want to do with your shrimp, once you put them in the pan and get them all laid out flat and nice and even, just leave them alone. Just leave them alone for a few moments, right? Just try not to bother them too much. That way you can get a nice little sear on them. And that's one of some of the challenges. So many cooks, so many people that was in the kitchen, they say, I don't know what I'm gonna shut this thing off. Oh, here, things like this. There you go. There you go. Sorry, my camera is funky tonight. I tell you, it's one of those nights. But hey, we're having fun, right? But you'll see that so many cooks want to go in and they want to flip a steak and they want to flip a shrimp and they want to flip everything so many times. And it's like, why? Just leave it be. There we go. Just let it alone. So here you go. Put that in there. Hope that looks good. All right.
So Armando said that he's not allergic to almonds. So can you change to the almond instead?
Yep, you can change it to almonds. The flavor profile is going to be similar, but it's not going to be the same, of course. And then, I don't since he's allergic to sesame too, right? So I would say for sure about the almonds. I think you can go with almonds to be a nice little substitute. And also, if you want to keep this more of a vegan recipe, you can also add in, tofu instead, or you just don't have to go in any meats or. Yeah, please do. Get a little bit of serum there. All right.
Very light.
It's very light, right? Because the shrimp take no time at all to cook, right? So I'm gonna leave that there for a moment, and you're gonna see the shrimp are gonna be done really shortly. And oh yeah, so Solange was asking me about the difference between proteins. So let's say when you're cooking octopus, if you cook octopus really quickly, it's still not tender, so you have to cook it down until it becomes tender. And then there's so many things as well. So you can cook things, and if you cook them quickly, like shrimp, if you cook them quickly, they'll be tender in the middle because you're not overcooking them. If you overcook a shrimp, that's when it becomes hard and chewy. However, if you continue to cook it and cook it and cook it and cook it, it'll start breaking down on you. All right, so the shrimp is done. All right, so the shrimp is done. So I'm just going to put it on some paper towel here, and then we're just going to leave it so it doesn't overcook. If I leave it in the pan, it'll continue to cook. And remember, right now the shrimp is still cooking. There's a term for that. It's called carryover cooking. And right now the shrimp is actually still cooking, um, and it'll continue to cook even while it's off the heat. That's the kind of same thing happens when, say, you have a steak or something as well. So if you cook a steak, it'll do the same exact thing on you. All right, and that's why you say, okay, you cook it to a nice medium rare, and if you let it sit for a few minutes and let it rest, then it will start continuing to cook. All right, so now we're gonna move over to making the actual salad. And I'm gonna take off this fun apron here. It's beautiful and all, but I'm gonna take it off. Okay, so now we're gonna move over to our salad here. All right, and as always, we have the salad here. Okay, have the salad dressing. We're gonna take our noodles, toss our noodles in. Yep, toss our noodles in right here.
Wow.
Then we're gonna take our peanuts. Toss our peanuts in. Leave a little bit on the side for garnish. We're gonna take in some fresh mint. And you want to take the mint, don't chop it, just rip it. And what this will do, this will give it a layer of brightness that'll kind of wake the palate up a little bit when you're eating it. Okay.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
It smells amazing.
Los Angeles had that. If she can be, she wants to eat, she can be the guest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. One day I'll have some people over again. I stopped it for a little while. Did it for actually just once. And what I was finding, I was trying to rush through the whole dish for everybody, and what this is right now, this is cilantro. Fresh cilantro from the garden as well. All right, fresh torn cilantro. And I'm also going to leave a little bit of cilantro for garnish as well. And then now we have some fresh Thai basil. Got some fresh basil. I'm going to rip that as well. Look at this. Talk about a healthy salad, right? And as you see, the only thing in here was really cooked is the shrimp and the noodle. And those noodles are rice noodles. So there's your gluten. It's gone. So your rice noodles are in here, and they're cold too. So what this is supposed to emulate is when you go to a Thai restaurant, you know how those little spring rolls that are in the rice wrappers? Those. What this emulates is that. Okay. And I left this just so you all can see. I've got some carrots in here, but I've got this little, I'll drop the link in when I finally find it. But this is just a little thing to help grate some carrots. Saves a little bit of time. I use this also, it has a little mandolin action. And then some carrots grated right there. I like carrots, so I put a little bit extra in here than what I put in the recipe. Okay, and my family likes carrots as well. And I've been back on my health kick as well. Okay. All right. And then we've done the noodles, the shrimp, salt, sesame oil.
I'm trying to be good with the camera.
Yeah. Take this in here. Actually, I'm going to pull these out for a second so I can go ahead and start tossing this. All right, so we gotta just toss this in a little bit. Toss in a couple hands of lettuce at the same time. All right. And I know my recipe has says snap peas, but can you believe in the summertime I could not find snap peas at the store anywhere? I looked and looked, had to go through to 3 different stores, and I could not find them. So I said, okay, I'm just not going to get them. Not going to get them. All right. Okay, so there we go. That's the gist of our salad right there. All right, so let me get a little dish to plate this up real quick. Clean up some of my mess. Clean up a little of my mess here. And then we're going to plate this up. And if, like I said, I'm not used to having my work area a little messy and feels disheveled tonight. We get a bowl. Okay. So now we're going to take this. I'm actually going to put a little bit of the bed of lettuce kind of on the bottom here. Put a little bit of bed of lettuce here. Okay. a little bit more. Show the good portion here.
Okay, so the camera's back again.
And the camera's moving again. All right, so now I'm just going to tuck this in here. All right. And then if you want, you can put a little more greens on the side. Just depends what you like. If you want some more greens or less greens, however you want. I'm actually going to take a little bit away, put it over here, kind of clean it up a little bit. Go to my shrimp. You know, I'm filming this a little bit closer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So take that. Then we're going to take a little bit of the fresh chopped peanuts. Just a couple. And then we're going to take some of this fresh cilantro. Just fresh cilantro. All right, and there we go. That is our Thai salad tonight. Our spring roll salad tonight. That's what it looks like. What questions do you all have? Let me taste it, see how it tastes here. Okay, here we go. See how it tastes.
Also, Angela asked, can you use the green beans instead of snap peas?
Yes. That's a great thing about this salad. You can use whatever you like. You can use green beans, snap peas. You can use carrots. You can use asparagus if you want. Asparagus and the peanut butter, I don't think it won't match really well. But the green beans, I would suggest the snap peas. Will taste better than the green beans. You can toss some edamame in here, but I suggest this is the best way to go is what we actually have in here. It's going to be the nicest for the flavor profile. But honestly, if you like something, put it in there. If you don't like it, don't put it in there. I kind of go from that route. What other questions?
So Emily, I know that there was someone who was allergic to peanuts in here. Would cashews give you the better flavor profile than almonds?
Yeah.
Could cashews?
Cashews could do well as well. That's a great call, Emily. Cashews could do nicely. You could do cashews. You can do some cashews. You can have some. Let me see. What other things do I have in my cabinet? Have cashews. Have some pistachios.
To give it a little crunch, could that be macadamia too?
Macadamia, not so much, because macadamia, it'll give you the crunch. You might want to substitute the crunch of the peanuts for the cashews, if you can do those nuts at the same time. But maybe try to substitute that nut. But just to kind of give that crunch. That's a good idea, Emily, with the cashews. Good call.
So green beans can be.
Yeah, you can do green beans. They're not going to have the same flavor profile as the snap peas, but you can actually do green beans fine.
Good shot, Corey.
Thank you. Any more questions tonight? All right, so here you go. Here's the final dish. Kind of get a little close up here for you. All right, any questions so far? All right.
You see, I have one more question here.
And once again, I have this cooking channel going on every Thursday, every other Thursday. However, I'm going to move it now to every Thursday. And then you may have seen a couple posts from me, but we're actually going to start a monthly subscription service to some baked goodies that we're going to be doing. It's going to be like a monthly drop, and that way I'll have pre-orders. If you're all interested in that, I'll have pre-orders for that as well. We have fresh cinnamon rolls, fresh pecan cinnamon rolls. There's probably going to be some cookies. We're going to be coming up with some really good different recipes and put it on there. So,
any more questions?
You want to put a bite through the phone, Emily? That's a good call. That sounds really nice, huh? But no, that's it for me. What other questions? And once again, I don't know what the challenge with YouTube. When I clicked on YouTube today, it kept telling me that I was watching it as a guest. I wasn't able to go through and find my actual scheduled video, so that's why I had to create another one so quickly. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for your patience and me trying to just get back to the swing of things tonight. But remember, always this entire thing is completely for you. Is for you 100%. If you have any questions, if you want to submit a recipe for me to cook, just throw it down in the comments. But make sure you share, like, and subscribe to this. We greatly appreciate it because the YouTube algorithm just puts it out there when people are sharing, liking, and subscribing. And these comments truly help the algorithm out at the same time. And then, yeah, thank you again. Bye, all.